Yo, bro, you're looking kinda flat. At least not as flat as your mama. Anyway, who are you? I'm you, but people can see me from the side. Boing!
So I had a really cool idea for the game I made for Brackeys Game Jam, and because of it, I just can't get back to my main project. I'll tell you all about the idea, but first let's take a look at the progress I made so far. In case you haven't seen the game for the jam, here's a quick rundown. It's a simple puzzle platformer where you have to figure out how to pick up the gold chests and make it to the finish line. The unique mechanic of the game is a search event, which is triggered if you go under a spotlight or touch an enemy. During the search event, the guards start searching for you, and if you enter in any light source, it's game over. The levels get progressively harder, and each level adds a new element. The number of levels is low due to the time limit of the jam. The first step is recreating the magic of the game in a 3D space, since that's how I imagined the game in the first place, but with the time limit of the game jam, I stuck to 2D. I don't have a lot of experience with 3D game development, but as you can see, I sort of limited myself to a two-dimensional gameplay, which will hopefully help me with the transition to 3D. At the start, I had to set up the movement of the player and the game world. The movement stayed the same, using a similar left-right movement script, and I limited the Z direction movement. As you can see, I have no problem copy-pasting, coding the movement script, since I can take a look at the script of the original game. The way gravity and physics work in 3D is a bit different than 2D, so that definitely took the most time to get right. But eventually it did, and after I figured it out, I came out with the player and camera movement as you can see in the background. It's very simple, but works for now. Next order of business was jumping, where the is grounded check was causing me headaches. But since you're watching the player jump, it means I was able to get it working somehow. Well, at first the character was jumping really high, but thanks to my expertise in making coffee, I was able to fix it. Also, I made the material slippery so you don't get stuck on walls. Now that the basic movement is done, I was finally able to put some of my vision for the game in the game. You've already seen it since I was too lazy to record the process as I was making the game, but remember, I stream on Twitch, and if you're interested in more details of the development, I welcome you. To implement my vision, I've made the platforms wider, which allows me to have objects behind the player and guards. I think it can look really awesome, but I also have some doubts, if it will be hard to see what you're supposed to be doing. For now, I'm sticking with it, and after I've added some lights from the original game and put an object in the background, you can really see my vision coming to life. Before I tell you about my amazing idea, I must say that there's a bunch of features already implemented, but I'll post it in the next devlog of this project, as I'll try to make these devlogs more frequent, even if it means they're shorter. Let me know how you feel about that in the comments down below. So, my super duper idea is to make a multiplayer mode for the game. I think platformers are pretty awesome, and I also think battle royales are pretty awesome. So if I combine that, do I just get pure awesomeness? Well, I believe so. And I also have some cool ideas for new mechanics both for the platformer and battle royale side of the game, that will really separate it from any other game, while also providing fun, challenging and competitive gameplay. That is of course if I can finish it. Let me know what you think about the game. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate everyone watching, and some might say this channel is really tiny, but it has already blown out my hopes from when I started it. Have a good rest of the day, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Boing!